So this is my everyday carry bag, and today I'm just going to share everything that I keep in it. So starting right off, this is a Pima backpack. It's definitely showing its age now. I got it maybe 5 years ago or something like that. Maybe not quite that long, maybe 4 years. But it still does the job for me, and I love that it's got reflectors on the back, because when I'm riding my skateboard, especially in the evenings, it's good to have some nice reflective spots just so I'm a bit more visible on my skateboard. But getting right into it, so if we open up the top flap here, it just opens up like so, and the first item, which is the biggest and most chunky item, is my skateboard helmet. Now you'll probably start to notice a bit of a theme emerge as we go through my backpack, and this is the first of that theme. But because I ride my electric skateboard around everywhere, this is the backpack that I carry on my back while I'm skating. So obviously my skateboard helmet is always in there. So now that big chunky bit's out of the way, let's get into the back pocket. So it's just a Velcro flap. And then the first thing I've always got in here is my skateboard gloves. And they're just basic cycling gloves. They're not the best for skateboarding because they wouldn't offer that much protection if I fell off, but they'd at least stop some basics like scrapes and grazes if I was to come off. So far I've only come off once, so fingers crossed I won't actually ever need these, but I wear them anyway just to be safe. Next up in the pocket here, we've got a Tscrew Driver, I think they're called, or a T-tool as they're commonly known in the skating world, but it's basically just a skating tool for your skateboard. So you can use it to loosen all the bolts on your skateboard wheels, as well as loosen and tighten your trucks. And it's got a little screwdriver in the top here as well, which is very handy for unscrewing bits on your skateboard. And it's just a general really great tool to have with your skateboard. Now, I pretty regularly use this if I get a stone or dirt stuck in one of my skateboard belts. I'll pull this out just on the side of the road and give it a quick repair. So very handy, I always have this with me. Then following on from that, I also have this, I think it's like a star screwdriver tool, and it's just got a whole bunch of star screwdrivers, and there's one in particular which I use to loosen the cover on my skateboard belts when I get dirt in it. It's just super handy to use this to just pull off the cover, and I can get straight into it and clear out any dirt. And I even use one of the small star screwdrivers to just clear out any debris and dirt that might be in my belt. So this is also a very handy must have. I always have this with me because if I'm out and about and I need to clear out a stone, then this is what I'll need to do that. So next up, we have the last, second last skateboard related item, and that's technically two items, but I always carry with me some shed lights, and these are just little lights that can go on the back of my skateboard. So I've got on the back and the front of the skateboard. So I've got one for the front, and then I've got one for the back, which is red. So these just clip straight onto my skateboard. I've got some little clips that go on the back and the front, and again, it's just a bit of a safety feature, especially when I'm riding in the early morning when it's dark or late in the evening when it's dark. And these are great. I love shed lights. I've got a set of 4, but I always have 2 spare in my backpack just in case. And last but not least, in the skateboard themed category, is my skateboard remote. Pretty self-explanatory. You can't really get anywhere on my skateboard without the actual remote. So yeah, that's always with me whenever I head out. Now the last thing I think in this pocket is my Apple AirPods, and again, super handy. I'll often be listening to music while I'm skating, or I just like to take them with me to work. So if I'm just doing something that doesn't require too much concentration, I can just chuck in some music or an audiobook, or just while I'm out and about, I like to listen to stuff. So I'll always have my AirPods with me, just in my backpack. So that's the last item in this pouch here. So let's close that up and then get into the rest of the main backpack. So first up, we have my MacBook charger. So again, pretty self-explanatory. Always take this with me because I need my MacBook to do my work. So I'll always have my charger. Next up is my Seagate SSD hard drive. And I love this hard drive. I do all my video editing off this hard drive. So all of my YouTube videos, all of my freelance work, all is done off this hard drive, because my MacBook SSD is actually only 256 gigabytes, whereas this is 1 terabyte. So this extends my laptop capacity quite a lot, and it's super quick. So I always have this with me so I can do work wherever I am. And then next up in the laptop sleeve, first of all, is my iPad. And again, I've done heaps of videos on my iPad before. I don't always carry it with me. I carry it probably like half the time, just because it's extra weight and I don't always use it every time I go to work. I'll always use my laptop, but I won't always use my iPad. So if I know I'm gonna need to take notes, I'll take my iPad. If I think I won't need to take notes, then I'll just take my laptop. But this is often in my backpack as well. And then last but not least is the main piece of equipment, which is my MacBook Pro. And obviously I carry this around with me pretty much every time I go out to work on my skateboard. I do pretty much all my work through my laptop. It's a 2018 MacBook Pro, and I love it. It's done so well for me. I've been able to get so much done on it. It does all the video editing I need it to do, even in 4K. I feel like now it's starting to get a little bit slow just because I am doing heaps more video editing than I used to, especially when I first bought this laptop. So I'm currently looking to upgrade to the new MacBook Pro 16-inch with the M1 Pro chip. So keep an eye out for future videos. Hopefully I'm going to get it in the next couple of months, and then I might start doing some videos on it because it's a pretty cool laptop from what I've seen. So this is what is doing all my editing for me for now. But in the near future, hopefully I will upgrade. So yeah, and actually there's a bonus item in this backpack which I forgot to mention, which I always carry with me as well, which is spare skateboard belts. So I just carry with me 2 little skateboard belts. And that's because every now and then, it's only happened to me twice so far, but my belts on my skateboard do break from time to time, just after they've worn out, or if a big stone gets stuck inside it. So I always just carry a couple of spares around with me in case I'm out and I'm a long way from home. Then I can just chuck on a replacement and I'm good to go. So that's the last item. So yeah, that is my that's my everyday carry. I don't know if that's a lot of things or not much things. It feels like a lot to me, and it definitely adds a bit of weight to my overall person when I'm carrying my backpack with all that gear inside it. But it's all great gear. It's all stuff that I use on a regular basis. And if you like this video, you might also like my what's in my camera bag video, which I did a couple of weeks ago, which I will link. Other than that, don't forget to subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you very soon in the next video.